Hello and welcome to the Tuesday Tell All. It's Tuesday already, and it's the last Tuesday of the year. How about it? Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. I can't believe it. 2025 is already over. You know what? For me, as far as racing is concerned, it's a year I'd rather forget, to be honest with you. But as far as podcasting and life is concerned, it was a pretty good year. There was a lot going on this year. So, you got to separate the two sometimes. But I'm hoping 26 is better. I'm hoping 26 is better for all of us. Go out, live life, make money, and have some fun. We got a special treat tonight. I got Walt Walker co-hosting as usual. You're going to see him pretty much every week with me. And we've got Darian Boesch coming on tonight. Top dragster and top sportsman standout, national champ in top sportsman this year, and finished third in top dragster. So we'll talk to him. Another Louisiana fella there, just like Walt. Although Walt doesn't live in Louisiana anymore, but that's all right. He's still a Louisiana boy at heart. And let's see what else we got. Well, we got comments flying in here, so I think I ought to just start by bringing my co-host Walt Walker on. Let's see how he's souped up today. Look at this guy.
Let's go. Happy Tuesday, Bobby. What's up?
Happy Tuesday. How you doing? You got me beat on a hat again, man. Last week was a great one with the Santa hat.
Well, it's New Year's. This is our New Year's show. We won't see everybody until 2026. So I was going to say 16, but 2026
until next year.
This is our Happy New Year's show. So I'm rocking a hat.
Good for you, man. You got any big plans for New Year's this year? You going out?
No, I'm probably staying in. It's in the middle of the week, and I got work on Friday, so I'm gonna do as little as I can.
All right, I like it.
How about you? In Atlantic City, I'm sure it's a big deal.
Yeah, not the same. I worked a lot of New Year's in my life when I worked at a restaurant for my 20s and 30s as a part-time job, and I actually enjoyed it because it was all my friends worked there. We were all there, and we were all getting paid, so that's kind of the way New Year's was for the longest time. But now, no, my wife's going to work this year on New Year's Eve, so I don't know. I might just go visit her. We'll do that. She'll make money, and I'll spend it under the same roof.
Easy come, easy go.
So, all right, sounds good. Well, we can get Darian Boesch on here. We'll find out what his New Year's plans are going to be. Let's patch him in, and we're going to learn about some top dragster, top sportsman drivers. We're putting the driver interviews into driver interviews with Bobby Fazio. Now, obviously, Walt and I are diehard stock and super stock racers. We get a lot of guests on, but we want to expand our horizons a little bit, meet some new racers, and learn some new things. And Darian just happens to be one of the perfect ones for the job. How you doing, bud?
Darren? How are you?
Oh, man, I'm great. I just got back from the New Year's race over there in Bradenton around noon, and just finally getting to the couch, watching a little bit of TV finally. And, the once a month I get to sit down and watch a couple minutes of a Netflix show and do something else, I guess.
How'd you do?
Like racing. Yeah.
It was probably honestly one of my least exciting or least fruitful years, or less fruitful, I guess you could say. I've been dealing with, so I got a new engine set up for one of my dragsters. It's my first naturally aspirated combo, and I've been trying to run my blower combo that I bracket race all the time and this gas combo at the same time. So like a double enter, and I've been trying to run one entry in each car. And I'm learning quickly that you can't judge one off the other. I found that out recently, sadly. And we went a few good rounds. I made a bunch of good runs. It's just the only thing that really kept me from going further was just a couple times it just happened to drop like 2 red or 3 red. And you know what happens when you're out there bracket racing in Florida, like all these guys do year round. You gotta be tight on it. You can't be 20 and 30. And I guess I'd rather be a couple thou red than being 30 and getting wore out there and looking like a fool. So
Yeah, that makes sense. And I mean, it sounds like you're racing year round or almost year round as much as you can, and bracket racing and all that stuff. But let's go back. You're not far out of juniors. How was that career in juniors and leaving off the bottom, Bub?
um, juniors went very well. We began juniors when I was 7, 8 years old, and we did that all the way up until I was 15. We won the Eastern Conference Finals once, won the Junior ET Finals for Division 4 4 times, a bunch of uh, points championships between like the Southwest Series and local track points. And when I was 15, actually, I made my first runs in a big car, and it was in a dragster similar to what we race now. It was a blown deal in an undercover car, and my junior career pretty much ended when I was 15. So that would be, oh wow, like 10 years ago, 11 years ago,
Barely.
however you want to put it. My first runs, my first year actually racing big cars was 2016. I was 16 years old at the time. So now we're coming into 26. So that, I guess, would be the 10-year anniversary,
Wow.
if you want to call it that.
That's amazing. These youngsters get a head start on this, Bobby, when they start doing this. I always wondered, like you've had a lot of success now on the top, Bub, but you come from swapping feet. So how
Yeah.
did you go from swapping feet to just audit? Have you ever wanted to swap feet again?
So actually, the only other time that I bottom bulbed, I was driving a buddy's uh Chevy 2 Nova. It was David Olin, his Chevy 2 he had, and we were doing some 650 index racing, and his car didn't have a trans brake. We were foot braking it. I did a foot brake race with it, and I think I broke everything in the car. There was at one point it got so bad I had to get towed up into the lanes in a 650 door car to the 8th mile, not the quarter mile either. And then the next thing I remember after that was picking the drive shaft up off the racetrack.
Oh, wow.
So that was my last experience bottom bulbing. But I mean, as far as bottom bulbing goes, I haven't done it in a long time. I would like to give it another shot. It's just, as Walt knows, I know for sure, I don't have anything that I could do that with safely and actually have a chance at winning, because I don't want to show up if I don't have a chance at winning, and I'm not going to bring something I don't think I can win with.
That makes absolute sense. That makes absolute sense.
So you didn't do the whole. You started driving a big car at 16, 15, and 16. I mean, there are racers, that will run super comp or super stock, whatever, and then get in their junior and do
Yeah.
that whole thing for like 2 to 3 years or whatever. I think you can run a junior till like 18 or something like that.
Yeah, you can. They just did an aging out race at the New Year's Nationals. They're doing one at Gulfport this week too. But yeah, you can run until you are 18, and like, let's say you turn 18 in June or July, you can run through the end of the year,
Yeah, that's
or the end of the calendar year, I should say. But no, I mean, well, I actually began like physically driving a big car when I was 12 or 13. We were in the back of a racetrack over there at Belrose, and I was doing burnouts on the road course in the dragster. And from there I was ruined. And then when I made my first runs at 15, because my first runs from my junior were right into what was a decent top dragster car at the time. It would go like 630s, and I went right from 790 in the 8th to 410, and I was not going back to 790. So.
Yeah, you were over that. And you talk about that car, and I'm sure at that time that was your dad's car. Talk about the fleet that you all have right now, because I know he raced top and top before you. And
Yeah.
then now y'all have a multitude of cars. Talk about the fleet that y'all have so we can get into it for the people that don't know.
Yeah. So currently we have 3 dragsters, all from Dandy Nelson Racecraft. The oldest one is a 21. The newest one is a 24, which is my bracket dragster that I race a good bit. It's got a blower motor in it with a single carburetor. The other 2 are Vortec blown dragsters, just a basic top dragster setup, centrifugal blowers, blow through carburetors. And then the door cars is where it gets exciting. I have 2 Jerry Haas cars. One is a 98 S10 Pro stock truck, and the other is obviously my Camaro that I've won with. That I'd say probably comes up with my name more than a dragster does.
That's
But
a phenomenal car. It's one of the
It's
nicest
beautiful.
cars. And
Dude,
it works so well.
Yeah, and it's getting repainted right now, actually. So whatever pictures you've seen of it, just throw them away because it's not going to look the same.
I saw Jerron had a hold of it, huh?
Yeah, we put a new front clip on it, and he sends me little shots of it bit by bit. The grill looks amazing, and I think he was kind of offended when I dropped the car off at the shop. I don't know, it was probably 3 weeks or so ago, and I left the decals for the grill because when they make those front ends, they send you with like a decal kit. I think he was pretty offended by that, and I'm kind of shocked he didn't send me a video of him burning those. But he painted that grill in there. Man, that thing, I mean, it already looks slick as could be. I'm so excited to see it. I know he's going to knock it out the park.
Absolutely.
Where's he based, by the way?
So he paints cars out of, I want to say 3 different locations. I don't exactly know. One of them, I believe, out west, Vegas area. I think. Don't quote me on that.
I think close to the Weens area.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the Vegas area. Yep, with the
My
Weens.
car currently is in Fletcher, Oklahoma, at Baker's Body Shop or Body Works, something like that. He's apparently done a lot of cars out of there before. The 2 previous cars he's done for us, he did them at the Cummings shop, which is 5 minutes from my house. They live right down the road.
Oh, okay.
And I want to say he does some in Florida, I think.
Yeah, I think he does.
Now, how close to Belrose are you, that track?
I'm like an hour and a half.
Okay, are you closer to the what's that other one there? Baton Rouge?
We have Baton Rouge, yeah. We're an hour from Baton Rouge. I go to Gulfport the most, Gulfport Dragway. It's actually an hour, 15 minutes from the house. I mean, they race so much, and I'm going there for another New Year's race, actually.
Oh, yeah, one starts next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where we go the most. If I'm going anywhere local, it just makes the most sense. They race once, twice a month. As far as bracket racing goes, the payouts are good. The entries are very reasonable. They finish by dark, And obviously, if you've been in the area, the area is pretty neat.
Shout out to Britt and Galen.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Always Britt, Galen, Tommy. They do
Tommy. Yep.
Great job. Love it.
Those are my guys. Well, Britt's my guy. I know the others. Britt's my guy for sure.
Oh, man, it's hard to beat them. No, I love dealing with them. They make it so seamless and not very painful at all to do anything with them. They're always reasonable, and they know how to make the right choices. So,
Me too, Zen.
They're talking about ice racing in Minnesota, and you're
I do see that at the bottom.
If you can see the comments, Darian, or not, but
well, I see this one looks like it's from Facebook. That's the only one I can see at the moment.
Yeah, Bobby popped it up on there.
Where are you from again, Bobby? I know you said it, but
I'm up in New Jersey, kind of close to Atlantic City, New Jersey. Yeah.
So it's freezing cold up there right now, huh?
Yeah, and windy. Yesterday was like the windiest. I thought my house was gonna blow down last night while I was trying to sleep. I didn't even want to go outside this morning because I have Christmas decorations. I was finding
Yeah.
them all over the place. Like,
So like that far north, is it in the negatives right now?
no, it's not that bad here. We're in the 30s right now. I used to
Oh,
live
okay.
outside of Philadelphia, which is only about an hour and a half away. They're always slightly colder than me, but once you get north, like the friends that live up in New York and upstate and New England,
Yeah.
and then the people that live in like Michigan and Minnesota, like forget about it. Like,
I mean, it looks like a popsicle. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. We're in the
No.
50s right now. I want to say maybe even the 40s, and I'm dressed in layers. So we're not built for that as Walt.
Yeah. Did you go to PRI this year?
No, I
You
actually
missed it
went.
also.
Once again, I went bracket racing in Immokalee.
Oh, did you? So you've been racing. You just
Yeah,
staying on their necks, win a championship, and just get some more.
man. I've been to PRI the last I almost want to say 3-4 years in a row, maybe even 5. And it's just, for me personally, it feels like I walk around and I see most of the same things every year. But we go for different reasons. Like I always went with friends just mostly for the party. I mean, let's be real. That's why most people go. You either go to party or you go to try to get free things. And I was not getting free things. People don't give me free things. So I went for what the party was. And it was fun. But I'm like, I can blow money on a hotel room, or I can go racing.
Yeah.
And like drive a race car instead of looking at things to drive a race car. I'd rather just drive a race car.
This is
Especially
true.
when the iron's hot, when you're riding the wave, keep it going.
Shoot, I wouldn't call it much of a wave, not like Joe Foley's on right now, but I mean, I don't bracket race enough where I'm like awesome at it, but we're getting there.
Well,
We're trying. I got a couple checks in here.
Talk about that, because you're saying you don't bracket race enough, but how much different is the racing? I know it's most of the bracket racing is 8th mile, but my outside looking in, you're leaving off the top bulb. You're in the same sort of car. You're just dialing quarter mile, from your normal top dragster and top sportsman car. How is it a different approach for you?
Yeah, so and that's really good actually. That's pretty commonly asked, I'd say. Like in between your 8th mile bracket race and your quarter mile NHRA stuff. And what like I always talk about with like Corey Gallitti all the time, now that they're finally getting back into the NHRA stuff, is that they're both very tough, but for different reasons. So the reason you see so many good runs at a bracket race is because you can make like 40 runs in a few days.
Yeah.
If
repetition.
you are making good runs.
Yeah.
So it's much easier to make those good runs when A, you're going half the distance, and B, you've been there for days making a bunch of runs. So those better runs are easier to come by. Whereas at an NHRA event, obviously it's quarter mile, problem number 1. Problem number 2 is we're going a lot faster. Whereas in y'all's case, it would be, fuel injection. You got a reasonably heavy door car. And, I know those things tend to move a little bit more. Like Walt, your car probably moves a little bit more than your average 8th mile bracket car with a carburetor on it.
Right.
I'm assuming it's fuel injected.
No, mine's got a carburetor on it, but I'm on gas and not alcohol like a lot of bracket cars.
Okay, yeah.
But I got a carburetor on it.
Yeah. So
And it's still
just
better at the 8th mile than quarter mile. I can almost
Yeah.
just to the 8th mile.
Yeah. And with us, like NHRA racing, obviously you only get, so if it's a single event, you can get maximum of 8 or 9 runs a weekend over like 3 days. or 4, depending if it's a Thursday to Sunday race.
Mhm.
If it's a double, you get lucky. Let's just say you double up 15-ish.
Right.
And it's harder to come by those really good runs when you only make so many in a week. Not to mention the fact that at a bracket race you have buybacks. You tend to race a little more ballsy when you have like what feels like infinite chances
Yeah, mulligan.
versus when you ride. I mean, let's just say for me it's maybe like 11 hours over to Indy. Let's just say. And you show up there for first round, you lose, you go home. You wasted like a week for nothing. You made 3 laps, never caught it, just leave.
Yeah.
But so that's kind of where they're both hard, but for different reasons. And that's what I think a lot of people don't see about both sides of it, is that they both just have their own challenges.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you can be ultra aggressive at a bracket race because, like I said, you have extra lives like a video game sometimes.
Yeah. I
You
mean, you
die and
got
you get
double
extra lives.
entries, you got buybacks. You legitimately at a bracket race, you can lose up to 4 times in a day and still have 4 more shots at it the next day. Whereas
Yeah.
obviously at an NHRA race, it's 1 shot, 1 kill.
Yeah.
Good luck and good riddance when you're done.
Yeah,
We're doing it the hard way, Bobby.
absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, and you're running in the 2 categories, and these are two tough categories, and you did well in both of them. The top dragster there finishing 3rd.
Yeah, we had a really good year, definitely.
And I've talked about this before with people, and I've gone through it, running 2 cars. I don't do it a whole lot, but when you do, it's really, for me, that first round and that first car kind of is like,
Really
if
sets
I
the
win that
tone.
round, I really go into the other car feeling great.
Yeah.
And I think my win percentage in the second car after winning the first round in the first car is probably like 90%,
Yeah.
If you lose
So
that
it's
first
always
round in
better.
that
You
first
go
car,
into it with
though,
a confidence that some people may not go into it with.
so it's, I mean, do you ever feel that kind of pressure? Like if you ran a bad round in the first car, like you able to separate that going into the second car and just have a short-term memory?
So we used to see, this is gonna sound bad. We used to use the top dragster car basically as a sacrificial lamb to see what the door car would do when the combinations were the same. I used to run roots blowers and everything. I obviously don't now, but I my chances, my win percentage in a door car really obviously is higher than in my dragster, regardless of whichever way you look at it. But it's getting easier for me to separate those two. The only thing that I really look at would be my lights in between the 2 cars, but it's getting to the point now where, if I missed it in one and I didn't bump it and I knew I should have, then okay, that's fine. I can separate that, lose that one, and go to the next car and kind of forget about it. So that's something else that comes with, racing a lot, is being able to separate yourself from a bad run that you might have had. Because Luke Bogacki said this: the hardest round to win is the round after you just lost.
Right. I
That's
agree.
interesting. Okay. Yes, I've only doubled one time and I sucked the first one. So I was like, I'm getting after it. I'm not letting it happen again. I was ready
Yeah.
at the second one. But I just heard you say that you finished 3rd in the world in the throwaway car, is what you just said.
Pretty much, yeah,
and,
honestly, as
and,
bad as it
and
sounds.
and y'all had I think you had the same amount of points in
In both, yeah.
in both categories. So I mean that's pretty cool. And I got a AF, Austin Williams fact. He always sends me notes. It seems like in the car you got two world championships. You won in 20 and now in 25, right?
Yes, sir.
But no division championships.
Not in that car, no.
And in the Dragster, you got two division championships,
Yep.
but haven't closed the deal for the world yet. That's
Yeah.
kind of
See, and then also in the Dragster, I've won the so I've won the Jegs All Stars in the Dragster. Haven't won it in the door car yet.
now, Bobby. This guy has won two world championships. He won Indy. He won the All Stars. He won division championships. I don't know what else he got to do.
Right?
I got to do them both in the same year.
He's got to win the million. Yeah.
He came real close to winning them both in the same year. Yeah, that'd be actually something.
And he's
Also,
all
you
of
sent me
how
those
old?
notes
26 years old.
Yes, sir. 26. Believe me, I was dying to have my name on that list. I mean, because I'm friends with a couple of the other guys that obviously not Richardson, because Richardson was you know, not really out of my age range per se, but
He's
our
a little
paths
older,
never
yeah.
crossed.
Yeah.
But like with Jeff and Justin, you know, obviously I know Jeff fairly well. You know, we talk all the time. We hang out a good bit.
Jeff Strickland.
Yes.
Everybody.
You know, if I need something, I can call him and he doesn't hesitate.
Mhm.
Justin, you know, I met him, really great guy. And I was hoping and praying for my name to be on that short list.
It's a short list for sure.
But I mean, I knew with the points that I had, it was going to be like sheer luck, you know. I mean, in all honesty,
Well,
winning one was sheer luck. Winning two would have just been, you know.
Yeah, it kind of worked, and of course, Cooter missed it by 1 point. When he almost doubled two, and that's out of our backyard.
Yeah, I know that's just gut wrenching for him.
I mean, he missed it the last 2 years. I think he missed this past one by 2 points or something like that. It's crazy.
No, he
But
drops so well all the time too.
all the time, super consistent. I mean, it's crazy. So sitting you didn't sit at home watching the races play out. What was the mindset to did you not want to just go block, or you just said it was going to be what it's going to be? Or I saw you go win a $5,000 that weekend, so I don't think you're real worried about it.
It wasn't the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. But why didn't y'all travel west and try to do some damage, or at least prevent them guys and girls from passing you up in either category?
Yeah. So my thought behind it was we obviously really put a lot of thought into it. The last time we went west, which was the first year I won the world, I could add points. So not only was I blocking, I was also able to add.
Right.
And in the end, you know, I made it to the semis at Vegas, and that sealed it up. It was done.
Right.
Well, with this, I was out of races.
Right.
By a lot.
Yeah, all you could do is block, yeah.
Right. And the thing was, like Eastburn, she just had to win one round. Well, the problem is it's extremely hard to hook somebody first round on a ladder like we have, because there's so many variables, as you know. And the thing is, if it was my choice, I'd have raced them all first round.
Yeah.
But I can't race 5 people first round.
Right.
So, and then a similar thing with the door car, but I had obviously a better shot at it. They had to go more than just one round to pass me. But my thought behind it, which obviously, you know, getting off the phone with Jeff, again, another, you know, 30, 45 minute talk or so, you know, if really, you know, I put up all I can, if you can get me, give it your best shot. Have at it. I did my work. It's time. The pressure's on you, and more power to you if you beat me. There's always next year. We can always do it again. And I guess that was kind of the mindset. And I mean, honestly, I didn't watch any of the last races for the last month or so.
Really?
all the stuff west and whatever else was going on.
Mario's watching.
No, we actually didn't watch anything at all. I mean,
Really?
none of us did. Yeah. We would just wait for the points to eventually come out. And my thing is, if you win, I mean, they'll let you know. Somebody will call you
Yeah.
if you win.
Yep.
So there's kind of nothing I can do at that point. So I was at work, putting in a backflow. My mom called in tears. So that's how I found out. And then my phone started blowing up after that. But yeah, it was I mean, there's nothing I can do at that point. I had dropped my car off at Haas's to get some work done and get it ready for this whole paint and refurbish situation. And so obviously couldn't take the car west. I had dropped both my turbo 400s off at Mark Mickey. Didn't have a transmission, didn't have a car. I had a motor. That was about it. So,
well, it worked out about as good as it could have.
Yeah, it just felt the right way.
As far as your team, Darian, I mean, who travels with you? Is it you and your father all the time? Do you have some crew that help you out with the two cars?
It's just my mom, my dad, and I. I try to get my dad to race as much as I can, but I mean, anybody that knows him knows that he used to race. My dad used to be one of the guys that would race, 3 days a week, every month, year, forever. And now he doesn't really care to drive anymore. So I always keep his car with us. And if I can get him to race, then I get him to. But he just likes watching me for the most part, honestly, which makes me feel bad because I mean, I know he dumps a bunch of money into this, and I want to see him get to race too, Which, I mean, the car's there, but
Right.
if I need to take the motor out of it, then so be it. But
what's he say when you say, Dad, you want to drive at this one, or do you want to race the car? Does he just say, nah, I'm good?
he just kind of gives me a little grin, and he's like, I'm 4 times a year, and he turns his hand over a few times. So he says, I got 4 in me a year, and he said 1, 2, 3, 4 years, and that's pretty much, yeah. I mean, if you look at his points total, probably had 4 or 5 races. We were in a final once, and I think he lost like first round the other 4, and he was satisfied. He just doesn't really care to drive anymore. Which
I think there's got to just be something satisfying about watching your kid go down the track.
Yeah.
I ain't got one.
Won't really know it until we have our own kids that do it.
Yeah.
But it's probably just nice to watch. Plus, you can't critique. You're not driving, so it's not like you can get critiqued in any way by your kid.
Well, he really loves my door car also. That, which, Danny, I'm sorry, I love you. The door car is obviously it's our favorite one, and so we try to focus on that, the most. And so he loves it. He gets to wear the radios. My mama checks the wheelie bars. He backs me up from the burnout. Life's good. We get to go fast, look cool, have fun, win a couple races here and there. I mean, I just, I mean, that's what he's into. Well, yeah, I can't get him to do nothing else.
Your team works good. Y'all have it when they're up there. It looks everybody's moving and everything's set up right. Yep. Mom's
we deal with all that, and then the times we got to change a motor between rounds, we've never missed a round yet, so it's not that bad. Even though it's just us 3, we can still. I mean, if I got to pop one in there between rounds, we can still get it done. Thank God.
Yeah.
As bad as it sounds, because I know I got practice with that, but whatever.
Well, with all of those cars and you've been kind of, I mean, your stuff is fast. I mean, all of your stuff will run into 5s, wouldn't it? If you just let it go.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought there was some talk about some pro mod action a while back. Are you still thinking about that, or?
Oh, I'm always pipe dreaming about a fast door car. It's just my thing is, and it's a similar situation with any kind of pro racing. It's cool and all, but so like I'll tell anybody this. My thing with pro racing is I'm not a huge heads up guy, and this is not me dogging heads up guys by any means. I'm just not a big pro racing guy. I love what we do. It's literally what I dreamed of doing since I was a baby. You know, I've always been around this stuff. This is what I wanted forever. I I remember I used to always say I wanted a car with a wing and a parachute just like Daddy's car. And there's a picture somewhere of our cars side by side that were paint matched, my junior and his car.
Mhm.
But I mean, man, oh, it's been a long, long road. I forgot what I was even talking about. Honestly, I completely lost my train of thought.
We're
Pro
trying to
mod.
get you to go pro mod driving.
Oh,
And
yeah, that's
yeah.
what it was. Sorry, it's been a really long week.
Yeah.
I would want to do, some kind of pro mod racing, preferably quarter mile stuff, but it's not worth it for me personally to give up what we do to go chase that full time.
Yeah.
And if I ever did it, it would have to be with a team that was solid, somebody with a chance of winning. Because I know when we pull in the gate with these cars, when we go anywhere, we have a solid chance of winning. And I don't want to sacrifice that or feel like I'm wasting that to go chase a pipe dream that I can't win on.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
really, on top of the fact that I just love doing this with my parents.
Yeah.
I get to bring my girlfriend whenever she can come. This has been a family thing for us forever. This is just what I enjoy doing. You know, I don't have to put on the suit and tie, say whatever I want. Granted, I don't say crazy things, but I don't have to say the same things over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But it's just I enjoy what we do too much to give it up for any kind of heads up racing. Although, if anybody got a bunch of money and a really fast door car, please call me.
You're the guy. Yeah.
Don't call my dad because my dad will tell you no because he doesn't want me to go that fast.
Yeah.
Well, Darren, you're talking about, and for those who don't know, like I said, we have a lot of stock, super stock guys and all this
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
And he's going 630, you've been what, 630, 620s in your door car?
In the door car, I've been 609 at like 234, I want to say.
And this is over my shoulder. This is the car, right? With the big
Yeah.
hat and all of that stuff. And
Yeah.
he's down there and if you ever at a race that he's at, go sit at the finish line. He's gonna rip this and you're gonna see the butterflies flapping while he's ripping it at 1,000 foot. He might drop the chutes at 1,000 foot. I know I'm not telling you all your secrets, but you can't do all
Oh,
that in pro
change it
mod.
up all the time. Change it up
But
all the time. That's the secret too. You got to change it up all the time.
but he'll be chasing and drop the chutes and disappear, or he'll rip it and
That's
it's
what
pretty
Corey and
chaotic.
Ryan told me. Corey said, man, honestly, the only reason we even go to watch the finish line is because I want to see what you do down there. And man, I've got a couple videos, and it sounds a lot more aggressive at the finish line than it does in the car. Because in the car, it don't sound that bad, but man, like, I mean, I got people telling me you can hear it from across the track, and like, oh, there he is. That's him.
Oh, I've been in the pits and I'll be like, oh, Darren just went through because I heard rip, 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 and it's just loud. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, that wasn't alcohol dragster. That was his top sportsman car.
No. And the worst part is too is like I didn't know this. So with those cars, whenever you kick the throttle like that down there, it
It can't
fully
be
unloads the
right?
front end. So
Oh,
like, so it bounces up and down so much when I do this, because I remember at the pro race, the guy who took like all the real nice videos, he had like a finish line view, and you could see, I mean, just up and down, up and down, up and down, and then eventually coming to find out, it blows the front shocks out. So I was racing like in Norwalk, and the belly pan was like an inch off the ground. I didn't know, but come to find out, that's what that's from. When you kick it so much like that in something that has, I guess, that much torque in it, it'll blow the front shocks out of it. Word to the wise. If you start driving like that, freshen your shocks every
doing more stuff.
yeah.
It's wild. So if anybody wants to stock super stock races or whatever, if you want to see some finish line driving, it gets interesting when this guy's on the track.
It's fun. It's very, very fun.
You need
See,
a
you don't
parachute.
get that in a heads up race either. You cannot kick the throttle like that in a heads up race. That's another reason I don't want to do it.
Ah. Well, how about super comp? Did you ever think about doing the throttle stop stuff?
We have thought about many things, honestly. We thought about getting a super stocker at one point. We thought about trying some super comp racing. It's just, the thing is, for us, we know what we have is good for what we're doing. And if I got into something else, we're the type of people, especially Dad, whenever we get into something, we're in it 100%, gonna get it, work on it till we figure it out, run a track till we have it perfect. We're not going racing until it's perfect. So if I got into anything else, God only knows how long we'd work on it before it would even come out. But now that I have this gas motor, it's not totally out the realm of possibility, but if I can go fast and bracket race at the same time, I'm going fast and bracket racing. You know?
Yeah.
So, not knocking anything else, is just, that's, for some reason, I'm a sucker for doing what we're doing, you know.
And it's working. It takes dedication, and it shows. I mean,
yeah.
You've been top 10 in either or both in what, the last 6 years, right? So
I've got every top 10 number besides 2 and 5.
Wow.
I've been number 3. This makes twice. I've got 1 twice, 3 twice, 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10. I've got everything besides 2 and 5. And I want to say this was like, I don't know, it's like the 6th or 7th year in a row we've been, you know, somewhere in the top 10 nationally, which I'm very lucky that I can say that, because that's not something that you really expect all the time.
Well, you're prepared, right? The vehicles are prepared for it, and you're racing enough and putting the laps down and going to enough races. The equipment is really high quality. So, I mean,
yeah, as long as Dad's willing to
part
keep writing a check, it'll be great. The cars will be great. Just keep writing the check, please, Dad. If you're watching this, please keep writing the checks for me.
Well, somebody just said that if the sod father, they call his dad the sod father, the sod
James.
father gets a hold of a super stocker, it'd be like 160 under or something. He'd make sure it's stupid fast.
Yeah, we wouldn't quit until I could outrun every car in whichever class we pick in the country. Even though I'm a big fan. Well, you have a 3rd gen, right, Walt? That's what that is. 3rd gen. I'm a sucker for those. The way those sit is like just so right.
They're good cars for sure.
Oh my God, I love looking at them. You know, I'd probably get into something like that, honestly. I'm a sucker for those things. For some reason, the older that I get, not that I'm like that old, but you know what I mean, the more I can like really appreciate, you know, real looking cars.
Yeah.
So like I was in Bradenton this week. I'm seeing like obviously Matt Daddis has a fleet of FJ cars. Love looking at them. They sit right. They do big wheelies. I've never done a wheelie, but it looks like a blast. So I have some sort of appreciation for it. Just never gotten to, do it because I'm so deep into this whole nonsense we got going on over here.
Well, maybe if I get to a race early enough before Q1, we get to a testing tune, you can take a lap in mine. The only difference is, like, soon as you come down, you're gonna get bored real quick. You might as well shut it off. Well,
Yeah.
as soon as after you do the wheel stand and it comes down, you're gonna be like, "Oh, this it?" You get
Yeah, as
bored.
long as you don't shut it off while it's in the air, you're all right.
Yeah, yeah. But the speed wise, you're gonna be
Yeah.
over it once it comes down. But because you're
No,
used to
that's fine. I
200
mean, I was
plus.
running a 460 dragster for my first time, and 150 just, felt like I was riding down the highway. But, I mean, I'm sure the racing, doing what you're doing is fun too. Everybody's in the same boat. You're all doing wheelies. You all got to deal with the same things.
Yeah. Yep. No, it's the racing is fun, just like anything else. That once eliminations start, I don't think I mean, yes, you may want to advance chasing or be chased or however you feel about that. But I mean, you gotta crush the tree and you gotta be good
Yeah.
on the finish line. So it doesn't really matter how quick or or slow you're going when it comes to
Well, it's
that.
harder to be good on the bottom bulb than it is on the top anyway.
Thank you.
So I mean, y'all got it definitely harder than we do.
Yeah, and we don't have time to think about it. I mean, if well, from junior days and all of that stuff, you missed it, and we don't
Yeah,
have it.
there's
We
no
can't do
bumps.
anything
Like I
about.
got bump
Yeah,
up, down, sideways, cross-side.
yeah,
I got like 18 buttons on the steering wheel.
and you got a second to think about it.
Yeah.
Where we don't have anything. All we got is oh shit. That's all we
Yep.
can.
Yeah, you better hope and pray. Yeah, you
Yeah.
better hope and pray that you let go and you were better than you felt like you were.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
No,
We
that's what
can't do
makes it
wheelies
fun.
while ripping the throttle though, so we're at a disadvantage down there.
Well, I guess with that, I mean, look, we both get to do really cool things. You get to do big wheelies. I get to rip the gas on a blower car. I think it kind of evens out, but I still want to do a wheelie.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, keep ripping that throttle and then weak shocks down there, and it'll keep going higher and higher for you.
They probably got one more year left on them. I'll have to send them back to Eric. So
Who does them? What kind of shocks are they?
So they're
Penske.
Penske's all the way around, but Eric Davis is
That the go-to? Yeah.
my guy for him. He does all my door car shocks. Mark Smith does all of my dragster shocks. He deals with Danny a lot, so everything I have from him obviously comes with Mark's shocks on them. But no, I mean they probably got about God knows another year on them the way I was treating them this year, especially in Dallas. It was ridiculous. I think
Not to mention all the dust that probably got in them there.
Oh my God, dude, it's horrible. It's like nothing you have coming into Dallas leaves without sand in it.
That's true.
I pressure wash every car when we get home. Pressure wash, not wipe. I pressure wash every car when we get home. I had Chris Cirilio come and detail the motorhome and trailer because it needed it that bad. He did one car because it needed it that bad. And it's like you just can't escape it. And I don't know why. Granted, the roads that they did now, and Walt knows this.
Yeah.
The roads that they did in the back make a world of difference.
Yeah, I've said this the past couple of years. If they keep improving, they paved that area where the All Stars are one year, and they did the roads one year. So if they keep improving it, I won't complain about it. If they make an effort year after year, then I mean we can't complain.
Yeah. Plus, for the double, if I remember right, there's not really anybody that has to park in that back area.
Right.
I think pretty much everybody can park from the ditch forward during the double.
Yeah.
I want to say.
And if you have to park, you can park on the road. You don't even have to, if you just
Right.
choose to be away from everybody, you can park on the road because it's not packed down there.
Yeah, no, and it made a world of difference. But however, your car generally is still sitting in the rocks for most of the time
Yeah.
because 90% of your trip to the racetrack is sitting in the pits.
Yeah.
You get to go down the track for somewhere between 6 and 13 seconds, depending on what you have.
Mhm.
And the other, God knows however many seconds you're sitting in the pit area in the rocks.
Drinking beer, hanging out.
If
Gotta
beer
be
is
an
what you
all-star.
prefer over a Larice drink, then hey, you have at it.
We've
But,
had plenty of Larice drinks also.
man, something about the White Russian just. I'll tell you what, though, you mix the White Russian with the pink lemonade one.
I like the pink lemonade out. Or
Man,
I mean, and you
What
know
now?
where I'm gonna go over by the Lupe Tortilla Trail, then we're gonna have some margaritas over there and have a
Just-
bun. So
See, that's got to be my nightcap because that always puts me away. So if I leave Ross's and I go over there by the Lupe camp, I'll end up done. So if I finish that one after God knows how many at Ross's. But, that's part of why we're coming back to Division 4. Everybody makes great drinks.
I've never been to
Hey, are-
Ross's. Walt, you're gonna have to tell me what this is all about.
Oh yeah, I have to take you over to Ross's, and
Oh,
while
you've
we're
never
on this,
experienced it before?
no, he always hangs out with me at Lupe Tortilla and by Stan and Sheila and J Rod, but now we
Yeah.
haven't made it over by Ross's. At least he hasn't.
Yeah,
Good
D4's
luck.
definitely got a lot of stuff going on as far as entertainment.
Yes.
Good luck. If you've never been to Ross's and it's your first time, Godspeed.
Yeah.
Godspeed.
And while we're on the subject, and I'll take this off because I have the Larice hat on.
Oh, perfect.
Godspeed to
Oh, Mr. Rudy.
Mr. Rudy. Yep.
Yeah.
He passed away, and our hearts go out to the family, the Larice family, Ross, and Holden, and the whole 9 yards. So just want
Yeah, he used to always be on the track too.
Yep.
Always. Man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was he the founder of the whole business?
He was the founder of the racing family. I don't know who founded the business, but yeah, Rudy was Ross's dad.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was the man for sure. He
Yeah.
was very much so in charge of the situation. I think he's probably the only one that can tell Ross what he's got to do.
Yeah.
So,
Keep him in line just a little bit.
yeah, if you can even manage that. But
Yeah.
no, I think next year's going to be good. I'm excited to see what all comes of, between this IHRA racing and the NHRA stuff and seeing what all mixes. I saw IHRA bought Heartland Park earlier.
I saw that. Yep. They bought Heartland Park, and it's one of my
Closed on
favorite tracks.
Memphis over Christmas there. Closed on Memphis, so that's done deal.
Oh, yeah. Were y'all thinking about running any of the IHRA stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I am, especially if they have something at Maple Grove because that's my home track, and anything that's close by because we're losing a lot in D1 now.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Whatever's available,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're in Virginia also. I don't know. I'm in Houston, so
Right.
they have
It's kinda
something
tough for you to go anywhere.
if they class race, they announced a race and maybe a race of champions or bracket finals at Extreme the weekend before the Stampede starts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So if they class race there or whatever, I may run it, but I don't know if I'll travel for it. I mean, the difference in the payout isn't as much as, for me to spend an extra couple grand traveling somewhere to win an extra grand, it doesn't make sense.
Right, you just break even on it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
If you don't win the race. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how far are you from Heartland Park, roughly?
It's
I mean, because
I
that would
want to
probably be
say
your closest one, I think, right?
it's 12 hours door to door.
Oof.
Yeah, so it's we've done
Ugh.
it. And if and I'll say this, if it's right, because if it was NHRA, I'd go.
Yeah.
I've done it. I've
No,
been
no.
in
I mean, there's
NHRA.
no. I mean, we're the same way. If it's for NHRA points, go.
Right. That
You
would
gotta
be
ask
a
them twice.
Division 5 race. And last year I went to St. Louis because they ran a Division 5 race there and they had a
Oh,
double.
yeah, yeah,
So I went to St. Louis. I mean, I broke a transmission or whatever. But anyway,
yeah.
um,
You're there. Yeah.
so yeah. So and that's because they lost Topeka is why they ran a Division 5 race at
Right.
track. So if it went back to NHRA or whatever and they ran a double there, I probably would go. But
Yeah. No,
um
I mean it's different when you're running for points versus you're just running for the money.
yeah. Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
obviously, when you have so many races you can claim, like you'd probably go run the Dallas double. I'm assuming the Tulsa double.
Yeah.
And let's just say they had a double halfway close in five. Like we would go, we went to Flying H the one time they had the double at Flying H.
Right.
We've been to the double at Heartland Park. Um, if they have a double that's like reasonably close, it's almost hard not to because
Right.
you can
Right.
save trips on that and you get your claims.
Yep.
And then even better when they have the national with a double, back to back weeks.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot about Flying H. What's going on with that place?
I hear different things all the time. Did you ever go there by chance? I mean, I know you're not exactly in,
No, that's
but
pretty
No.
far from me, but
yeah,
No,
it
they
was a
only
big
had
deal
the
when they built
the
it. It was a big deal when it
yeah.
opened. I thought it was gonna be on divisional and
were
national
you ever there,
schedules.
Walt? Or
No, I didn't go. They only ran that 1 year, right?
yeah. So
And then one
it's
divisional. So I didn't make it.
so so it was really weird the way it was set up. That track's got a lot of potential, I would call it. I think if they really put, well, really to they'd have to really dump a bunch of money into it because the way it was set up or is, I'm assuming it still is basically it was like somebody took what should have been the lanes for a racetrack. So like you pull into the lanes and then it was just like it's like somebody dumped an oval dirt track where the lanes should have been.
Hmm. Oh,
So
Google
the
Dirt.
lanes were short, and to get to the lanes, you had to like drive through a fenced in curve that was reasonably long, and you could not fit like two cars side by side.
Hmm.
So it's like a one way, which that was the only hard part, I would say, uh, really in general. The surface was awesome. I
Hmm.
mean, smooth as glass. The track prep was awesome. I had like zero issue with it. The turnoff was a little bit tight, but like besides those couple things, I mean, I guess, yeah, I mean, simple. Yeah, you just fill in a dirt track and there you go. You got another set of staging lanes. But
Yeah. I kind of had heard that the rest of the development that they had envisioned, they ran into some issues with partners or land
yeah. Well, they
partners and
had
all of that
to,
stuff, so they never finished.
right. It was something with they had to like buy that dirt track and they have, not sure if you'd call them warehouses or like industrial buildings right within like 1,000 feet of there, but all that would have really had to to go. And the problem is obviously with like a true national event or something, it really would have been tough with the parking.
Right.
But they're having a national at South Georgia, and I just want to know how they're going to work that in there, with the parking that they have there.
I heard they're laying a whole bunch of asphalt and stuff. Well, I'd say a whole bunch, but 6,500 feet, or I forget what it was that they were
Sounds
laying.
like a bunch to me.
Yeah. They were talking about that. Don O'Neill was talking about it at PRI, that they were doing some
Okay.
asphalt and concrete and stuff. So we'll have to see.
Yeah.
That may be one I sneak off to. It's probably about 12 hours also.
Yeah, it's a good little track. I don't remember what classes they have there. I want to say they just have top dragster there.
Mm.
But no, I mean I'm glad they're branching off to some other tracks that they haven't raced at for national events, as well as I'm glad that IHRA is allegedly, like Memphis.
Yeah.
You know,
Revitalizing some tracks. Yep.
that would be the revival of like the century. I miss Memphis so bad because like if you went, then right?
Yes. Yep.
Memphis was one of the best, best forever. But no, I mean it sucks we keep losing tracks, and at least IHRA is buying them back. I just hope it all keeps afloat. Because I don't want to see it end up in the same position it was already in. And then you got to think about why these tracks were already under in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
I mean, I got my hopes up. I'm really hoping drag racing does well next year in general overall, and I hope everybody gets out there and races.
Yeah, I think we'll have a good time. Are you going to do something at IHRA racing that here and there? Or?
Yeah, we're talking about doing the first one over there in North Carolina, Galat, because it's kind of it's a couple weeks after Gainesville, and I'm really just kind of kicking around the idea of seeing what it's about. I hear good things. I hear nothing but good things about it. Um, Obviously, they also haven't released what classes they're going to run where, and I hear through the grapevine. Obviously, nobody knows if it's true because they haven't released it. They're not going to run all of the classes at every track. So, like, say you might go to one national, and it might be kind of similar to like an NHRA situation where, you might, weirdly enough, you might not have super comp in Maryland. Is it Maryland that doesn't have like any of the super classes?
Yeah.
Right.
So like you may not have super comp or anything in Maryland, but obviously you got it in South Georgia.
Right.
Sounds like it might be something similar to that, but obviously we don't know until they release that, which I would like them to release it kind of soon because we're kind of getting to the point where you got to, plan these things out.
Right. Absolutely.
Nothing.
And well, Dallas mentioned this. We had Dallas Glenn on last week, and your nemesis Sadie Glenn.
Poof.
Um, he
I know
mentioned
she's
something
gonna get
about them not running pro stock at certain because they couldn't the commitment or certain the commitment they wanted to run, so they may not run like 500-inch pro stock. Or obviously you can't come down in our area and run not snowmobiles or whatever. I wouldn't think so. Yeah, certain categories would have to dictate the certain areas. But yeah, it'll be good to know it ahead of time, which where you're going to run it. And I mean, because some people may travel, especially the regular classes that
Right. And then something else that kind of gets me too, I was talking to somebody this week about it, was with them moving like all the super classes, all the regular normal people classes
to 8th mile.
Yeah, back to 8th mile. I just don't know if you're going to get a bunch of class racers that are dying to go run 8th mile stuff. I mean, some of your top dragster guys obviously do it with PDRA stuff, but I mean, super class racing 8th mile, and I'm sure, I mean, like y'all stuff racing 8th mile, I'm sure it ain't the same.
No.
Nah.
No, it takes a lot of variables away for us.
Right. So obviously we'll see whenever the first race comes around how it goes. But I think it'll be interesting to see how it plays out for them.
Yeah, and we've discussed it on this show before, like the first race or the last race. Galot, for instance, if it's nothing else going on the East Coast, it'll probably be a nice turnout. So you
I would
can't
think
really,
so.
you know what I mean? You can't really judge. We got to judge it on if Galot's running and Gainesville running, where
Yeah.
people want to,
Gainesville, I want to say, is 2 weeks prior to that.
Well,
So
I'm just
not
saying, example wise. Now, I got a special request. I saw it in the comments, and I got a text to my phone. My guy Pete from the Dallas area. He's asking me when are the shirts going to be ready. He's waiting on new shirts.
so am I. I've gotten a few messages about those actually. They came out super nice. We actually also got new regular MKD shirts done that
Yeah.
Matt Lavonis also did.
Mhm.
Um,
He does a phenomenal job, by the way. Matt
yes,
did a great job.
yes, he's super, super. I mean, I don't have half the talent these people got. Um, we're working on dealing with this guy, and I can't remember the names, and my dad's been dealing with it, of a guy that he uses to print a bunch of like dirt track shirts and hoodies and stuff. So we're like currently in the process of getting those coming. So I don't have them yet, and I will certainly post when I do have them. But we'll have the new champ shirts, and we'll have new regular team shirts, without the champ stuff on it. Um,
Mhm.
and I got that rendering like literally an hour ago. So,
Well, you hear
that'll
that,
be
Pete?
nice.
Hopefully by Belrose, he might have something. He'll come on to Belrose and get your shirt. Hopefully.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, you
scratching
might
his
have
head.
to have me ship it if you're waiting for Bell Rose. But
Yeah, we'll
um,
figure it out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, hey, really, I mean, it ain't. I mean, I'm sure I'll be seeing everybody at the track somewhere, and then, I mean, we're gonna keep, I'm sure, most of the stuff with us, I would think,
Yeah.
But I mean, I want to get, a few little hoodies done, and then whenever it comes time, like I'm gonna have my guy Ron. Um,
Oh, Ron.
he he should be able to do, like, if anybody needs like one shirt, one hoodie kind of thing, you order it through him. He can
Mhm.
have his people print like individuals, you
Gotcha.
know. That's something else I love about Ron. Ron will do anything for anybody.
Ron's a good dude. Ron's a good dude and a good cook. Ron, I didn't he design. He came up with the rendering for your cars, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like
He
very talented, also good guy.
yeah, he came up with the original drawing for my door car, and
Mhm.
it got tweaked very minor. Um, and that's the same basic drawing that I've used on every car since then. My
Yeah,
truck, the two dragsters, the last dragster I had Ron do a different drawing for it. But yeah, I mean Ron is super talented. I mean name and number sets,
yeah.
business logos, flyers, shirts. He can do anything. I mean Ronald Jackson Designs is solid, and the more time you give him, the better he gets. He's definitely shown a lot of improvement over the last several years.
Yeah, Ron's a good guy. Ron's a good guy. My first winter circle in Belrose, I saw the pictures and I'm like, Ron's over there. What?
Yeah.
I told everybody to get in. He got it. That's my guy. No, I wanted him in. I wanted everybody in. So that was good. But he's
Oh
good
yeah.
people.
No, I'm
Um,
dragging it with me this week. He got the pork chops ready. He got the chicken ready. He's making a pot of
oh
red beans. We
man,
going racing.
that's awesome. Well, man, it's been an hour ish, and we just kind of we don't like to take a lot of everybody's time. And Bobby's on the
Yeah.
East Coast. really late for him. Who all do you want to thank? I know you don't have a whole lot of stickers on them cards, but
No.
I know you got a couple people that you want
Yeah.
to thank all this stuff for this championship. This
Yeah.
championship. So go ahead.
So obviously, first and foremost, Jerry Haas for all they do for me with the cars, giving me the absolute best car for this kind of racing. Mark Mickey with the transmissions, race engine development, roller competition engine, Doucette. Brodex is also a big one for me. I use all their cylinder heads. I use the blocks where I can. Ronald, obviously helps me out a lot. Danny Nelson with the dragsters, obviously too. Simpson helps me a little bit. Yeah, I kind of want to say that's it. Aside from obviously, mom and dad, girlfriend, all those that support us. The big blanket. Everybody that supports us, kind of thing. But no, as far as names on the car, yeah, you're right. I really don't have many at all. Yeah, I mean, that's really pretty much it. We just, I appreciate everybody that helps us keep on going and try to keep winning. Try. Keyword try.
Hey, keep at it, man. I appreciate
man.
you having us. Anything closing, Bobby?
Thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. Good luck. Everybody's going to see you at Belle Rose in February. And then
No, sadly not. I don't go to that one.
The Open, yeah.
the Open. Okay.
Well, my first NHRA race of the year is going to be Gainesville.
All right.
So, I just don't go to the Belle Rose race. So I don't want to lie to everybody on here and say I'm going to be there. 'cause I'm not.
Well, we'll see you in Gainesville then. That'll be your
Yeah.
first points accumulation of 2026, we'll say.
Yeah.
And definitely not Orlando, I'm assuming, right?
No. I Gainesville, National, and then from there just we have a little list made. I'd have to look at it again. It's a little bit different this year than it is most years. But so
Planning
we'll
a race
be back to
schedule is
Division
tough,
4.
man. It requires a lot of pivoting. You got to see how this one goes to do that one. And I mean, unless you're a pro team that just knows that you have to hit like 21 races a year, it gets difficult.
Well, I know y'all were talking about time, but I'm gonna be quick with this very last thing.
Oh, it's your show. It's your show.
This year that we just had, when I say we sat down at our favorite coffee shop no less than 4 times to get these dates right. And then we go to Gainesville, first race of the year. Rains out. Move it to Bristol. I go to Bristol. Go to both finals. Rains out. Move Bristol and Gainesville to South Georgia. I wasn't planning on going to like half the races that we had to go to.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, I bought a whole calendar. I wrote in it for days, and then none of it mattered. So,
right? The life of a sportsman racer.
oh man, you gotta love it because you end up going to the same 21 races that all the pros have to go to.
One way or another, yeah.
Yeah, for like way less money. But,
Dad, keep writing those checks, right?
oh my God, if he doesn't, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Landscaping expenses, aren't there? Is that the business?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, that's
you're
what we
good.
do. It's just but I mean, at least I work for him. It's not like I just sit on the couch all day,
The sod
But-
father. I like that.
Yeah, I'm extremely lucky. Extremely lucky. 100%. If it wasn't for him, I would not have a shot.
Well, at least he knows you're grateful. Keep working hard for him. I'm sure he'll keep working hard for you. And
Yep.
You know
And
what?
I'm gonna give him a hug right now and tell him thank you, and I'm gonna ask him for one more check before we leave.
there you go.
Go right ahead. Tell mom and dad we said hi and
I sure
see
will.
y'all
Thanks,
somewhere
Walt.
down the road.
All right, man.
Good
Good
talking
luck
to
in
y'all. I appreciate
26.
you having me. Yep.
All
I'll
right.
see y'all. Thank you.
All right.
Darian Boesch, ladies and gentlemen.
How about that? How about that? Pretty cool kid. I say kid because he's in his mid-20s and he's been doing it. And he's got 10 years in big
Right.
cars. So
That's amazing. Good for him, man.
Yeah.
All right, Walt, let's shout out some birthdays here. We got the Drag Insights birthdays. Obviously, driverinterviews.com is the website. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I told everybody this yet or not, Walt, but I put together one of those master racing calendars that's just like easy to view if you want on
Right.
my website here, driverinterviews.com. What I'm also going to do is have easily automatically updated points on there, so you don't have to go sifting through the NHRA website and doing a lot of clicking. Probably just going to be stock and super stock. If other people start wanting me to put their points on, then maybe I will. And also contingency, automatically updated contingency spreadsheets will be on there too. Mainly stock and super stock, so you don't have to go sifting through the website and sorting and seeing who pays and who doesn't. I just want to make like a little racer hub, I'll say, on driverinterviews.com. You'll see it up there. It'll be one of the tabs that'll say racing schedule or racing hub. I'm not sure what I want to call it yet.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Driverinterviews.com. Love it.
Yes, sir. And then draginsights.com, who's got the birthdays for us, but research yourself, research your opponents. They're a contingency sponsor. They're working on some really good stuff right now for you to come back from your run. You got your time slip. It'll, obviously already be in the system and you can watch the race. You should be able to play it, pause it, see what the gap is between you and your opponent, see what the closing rate is, see a lot of good things there, and see where the lead change actually happened, all kinds of good things like that coming on draginsights.com, in addition to all the analytics. I guess we can get rid of the AHFS calculator now because that's finished. There's no more averages anymore.
Yeah.
So
for now,
we'll lose one tool and gain another tool. So that's just the way it is.
it's
So
a
let's
tool you
shout out
gotta
some,
have. We all use it.
let's yeah, all right. Shout out some birthdays. Rob Beals, December 23rd. Happy birthday, Rob. Clint Walters and Tom Mayer, or Tom Meyer, I should say. They're December 26th. Happy birthday, Clint and Tom. Jeff Turk, December 27th. Happy birthday, Jeff Turk. And Bob Lasco, December 29th. Yesterday, Bob Lasco had a good year in Division I Superstock this year.
Yeah.
So
happy birthday, all. Happy birthday, all.
Let's see. We got Callahan Speedway in Northeast Florida, like above Jacksonville. So really close to the border of Georgia up there. Broke ground. So this is going to be an 8th mile drag strip in Callahan, Florida, I believe is the
Did
name.
Did IHRA buy it yet? Did IHRA buy it yet?
Not yet.
No.
Nope.
Okay. They just broke ground in IHRA.
IHRA is going to wait until they start laying some concrete, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
So Callahan Speedway, 8th mile. Looking forward to that. As you know, IHRA acquired Heartland Park Topeka today.
How's big? How's big?
Is is more IHRA speed, right? Acquiring tracks that were kind of in dire straits, that were defunct, that were growing, had weeds growing around them. That's what we were getting used to. And
yeah,
that's
I
what
love
we're
that.
still, concerned about. Like, hopefully this works out. I know there's a lot of speculation, Walt, about, it's who is this guy? Who is Durana Hybrid? Are they affiliated? What's this XAI?
Yeah.
Not sure if it was a real photo or not, but did you see the IHRA jackets that they were wearing that had XAI patch on it?
Yeah, I saw that, and that was Woody Woodruff. He's yeah. So I that was the only picture I saw, and I've never been to IHRA event, this generation of IHRA, to see if that's on all their uniform stuff or not. So I don't get too much into the internet hearsay or whatever. Just we'll see. Maybe we'll get Woody on and we could talk about it.
All right. Well, we know that, or I know that XAI is is a project that Elon Musk is piloting that started, about 2 years ago, maybe.
Right.
And, is it the same XAI, or is it like, is it like a different XI? Because we have, there's Micro Strategies, which is, some huge billion-dollar company, and then there's Micro Strategies, which is Anthony Bongiovanni, who we race with. So
That's
is it
not
one
the
of those
same?
situations, or
Yeah.
is it the XAI that's affiliated with the IHRA? These are the questions that have got me a little, nervous.
Yeah,
I hope that
that's what I
this
don't
is
know.
strictly drag racing.
They said that the Durana hybrids are one of the companies supply like assembly line equipment or whatnot for a lot of these warehouses, and that was the rumor that they may be supplying something for the XI deal. But I mean, who knows? Like I said, I can't get into all of that. I really don't know, and I mean, where the money comes from, I don't know.
Right. Well, we're just hoping that it's
Just sponsor the show.
right. Just throwing money around like that.
Yeah, just buy the show.
We'll
Buy
put a
an
big
ad.
IHRA logo right over my
Yeah,
face.
yeah. Just buy
Pretty close there, Tom. Yeah, exactly. So, and Zen Durana's business portfolio is insane. I know I've been reading
yeah.
about it here and there. So, I just hope this is what they're saying it is for. And if they are, I'm holding them in the highest regard. So, let's see what else. Gainesville Grade 8 opens on January 7th, everybody. So make sure you can go into the NHRA eventreg.com, that website, and check and see how many grade points you have. Make sure you're kind of logged in. You might want to accept all the like the pit vehicle. Make sure you read and agree to that. Like, get all those yes, I've read and agree things done, because once you go in and try to sign up for Gainesville, you're only going to have, seconds before you're locked out, if it's anything like it's been historically.
Right.
So,
And on that subject, you mentioned last week about if you have a what do you call it?
a transfer credit.
A transfer credit, you have to make sure you're ready to add the money for the new entry fee. Or even if you know for sure, or you feel like you're going to run two divisionals, I would just say pay for this one. I mean nationals. I'd say pay for this one to skip past the transfer credit and then having to pay for the extra 50 or however that may slow you down with Gainesville. If you know for sure you're going to do Gainesville and Charlotte or Gainesville and another, pay for this one and use your credit when you have more time to go through all of this
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, there
So
you go. There's a
that
tip.
that that may be a way to get by because it's going to fill up fast, I think.
Yeah. Well, if it does, then it's business as usual. It's normal. If
Yep.
it doesn't, then we know something's changed a little bit.
Yep.
So my money it's Gainesville. It's historic. It's February, March. People want to get out of the area where I am and other parts of the country. I think stock fills in about, I don't know, 5 minutes, and super stock fills in about 12 minutes. How's that?
That'll be NHRA will be happy about it. I never paid attention. I always hear about it after the fact because I've never raced Gainesville. And the year I had, even the years that I had enough grade points, I just never had intentions on it. So I kind of let it go by. And then somebody says on Facebook, wow, Gainesville filled up in 3 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever it is. So
Well, I do want to say, and so if you were on my Facebook page recently, you saw that I posted the payout schedule spreadsheet from the NHRA website. And NHRA did reach out to me and say, well, yes and no. Okay, that's not totally accurate. And we went back and forth and we were talking. But somewhere along the lines of that talk, we talked about quotas. And because they did mention that not every category gets that many cars, and so that payout is inaccurate for all the categories. Some categories, basically subsidize other categories. If a category only gets 8 cars, like Comp Eliminate or something, well, they're still paying that out. And now it's on the category that has a lot of cars to help with that, i.e. Stock Eliminator. So I then said, well, maybe raise the quota or check divisional events that were in that area. It's a moot point now, but Maple Grove used to bring in about 120 stockers every divisional. maybe look at that and use that to reward the categories that really represent hard at divisionals, reward them with a little bit more quota at nationals.
Yeah, that
And
makes sense.
at first they thought that might be unfair, but I phrased it like that. You're rewarding the representation, you're rewarding the participation for that category. And they actually said they would think about it. So
I mean, that's the best you can get. But what you're saying is correct. Supply and demand, right? It doesn't make sense to have if you pull 30 super stockers at your race and then your quotas for the national is 60, doesn't really make sense. But if you got 120 super stockers and your quota is 40, that doesn't make sense for the next. So yeah, supply and demand, that makes sense. There should be a sliding scale with that, and get more races in. That makes sense a lot. I like it.
yeah, so we'll see if that comes to fruition. Let's see what else. There was something else I was going to say on that, and I already forget. So,
I'm sorry.
anyways,
it's my fault. Blame
we'll
Walt.
that's all right. What else did I want to mention? Lenny Lodig's second annual Foot Brake Practice Tree Winter Nationals, January 17th, 2026. So it's a fundraiser for the kids, and you get to tour his shop. He provides food, $100 entry fee to win $2,000, I think it was. So
Yeah, it was 2000. Yeah.
that is going to be fun. I can't find that darn flyer. Sorry about that. But that is out near, if you do happen to go to that, by the way, it's a little further from my house than I thought it was. For some reason, I thought it was about an hour and a half to 2 hours away. It's like 3.5 hours from me, or 4 hours, I think it said on Google Maps. But it is right near United 93 Memorial. So if you did go there and you wanted to see where, if you wanted to go to the memorial where the fourth plane, I should say, crashed on 9/11, you can kind of pay your respects there, which I plan to do. If I can go to this, I want to do both. Let's see what else. But that looks like it's going to be fun with the Pro Stock Jerry Haas built simulators. You're going to have to hit the tree and hit all 4 shifts, and then they're going to add up all that time, and whoever's got the best package wins. Which with fully equipped with sound effects too. So I'm looking forward to that.
And if we're going to get Bobby to live stream some of that stuff, so we can see those of us who can't make it, we're gonna look over Bobby's shoulder and watch some of it.
Sounds good. So I'll try. I got to bring the camera and everything, and hopefully the weather's good that day. Zen's going to donate his fantasy football championship winnings to have his face on Bobby's for an episode. Got it. Big Newton sponsorship coming.
All over the front windshield. I love it.
All right. Let's see. I think that was it for the announcements. Sometimes I miss a couple, but I don't think I missed any today. So there we go. There you have it. Buy Atco Dragway. That's all we want from IHRA. I saw some people screenshot it where they emailed IHRA to purchase Atco Dragway, and IHRA responded to them and said, we've looked into it and we're not doing it at this time. So sad news for us here in New Jersey. The track is 35 minutes that away, and we can't get it back yet.
Not yet.
So let's hope and pray. Who else we got out there? We want to thank the sponsors. We got Rob Youngblood, who's out of his surgery, advancedclutches.com. He's on the mend. Hang in there, Mr. Rob. VP Racing Fuels. I mean, it's the only fuel that I've been running the last so many years, and Walt runs it too.
Yep, it's
and
good
Walt
stuff.
wins with it, and I guess I do every once in a while. So thank you, VP. PontiacEngines.com is Bruce Volper. He's in here somewhere. He was a couple minutes ago. Ray Minnick, the accountant, RPM at rpminnick.com. 267-247-7601. He's going to be a main sponsor in 2026. So thank you very much, Ray Minnick. And RocketManCoatings.com, engine and drivetrain coatings. They are a contingency sponsor. Less friction equals more horsepower. And Zen says, great show, guys. Thank you, Brian, for listening. Thank you, Darian Boesch, for hanging out with us for an hour. Thank you, Walt Walker, for co-hosting as usual.
Yep. Thank you, Bobby, for having me. And we're looking for 2026 to do some more big things and have a lot of good interviews and a lot of good content. Everybody like and share. Go to emmensautoplex.com and buy a car because somebody needs a car. So go buy one. If you're in the Houston area, get some fajita at Luby Tortilla. You know the same spiel.
You know the deal,
That's
right?
all my people. I
Support the
love them.
people that support the show.
And if
And they're
y'all
all stock and super stock racers too.
they're all stock, super stock racers, and we have a good time. We're gonna celebrate the New Year's Eve one way or another. We're gonna be just happy and blessed to make it there. 2025 was something else, I will say.
Absolutely. All right. Like, share, subscribe. Oh, and sign up for draginsights.com too, so we can try and get Alicia back in a stalker. I'm trying to talk her into
Yes.
it.
And make sure y'all sign up for the contingency. It's a good deal. Yep. We gotta get Alicia back in a stalker. Well, Bobby, you got a lot of stalkers. There's just bring her up there by you. You can
Right.
get it.
All right. When are you coming up, Walt? Let's go.
Well, we'll have to figure that out. We do need to figure that out pretty
Right.
soon. Yep.
All right. All right. Happy New Year's, everybody, too. Be careful. Be safe. No drinking and driving. Okay.
Yep. Happy New
There he
Year.
is. Bootsy Collins, as Tom Baker said.
Yep. Happy New Year's.
All right, everybody. Take care. We'll see
All
you.
right. Later.